What if your AI chat could hand you a working app instead of a wall of text? A calculator, a game, a dashboard built in seconds, running right beside your conversation. That is exactly what Claude Artifacts do, and today I am going to show you everything. Welcome back to Claude Daily. In the next 9 minutes, you will learn what artifacts are, how to create and edit them, every content type they support, how to publish and remix them, plus the advanced features most people never find. Let us dive in. So what exactly is an artifact? It is a piece of standalone content that Claude builds in a separate panel next to your chat. Think documents, web pages, diagrams, or fully interactive apps. Content you can actually use, edit, and share instead of copy-pasting from a reply. Here is the mental shift that matters. Normal chat gives you words about a thing. Artifacts give you the thing itself. Ask about a budget, and chat explains budgeting. Ask for a budget tracker artifact, and you get a tool you can start typing numbers into immediately. When Claude decides your request deserves an artifact, the screen splits. Your conversation stays on the left, and the artifact opens on the right. You can watch it being written line by line, which honestly never stops feeling a little like magic. First, make sure the feature is switched on. Head to Claude AI, click your initials in the lower left corner, open Settings, then Capabilities, and toggle Artifacts on. It is available on every plan, including free, on both web and mobile. Creating your first artifact takes 1 sentence. The trick is asking for something concrete. Words like create, build, make me a tool, or design a page all signal that you want a product, not a paragraph. Let me show you a real example. Try this one today. Build me a plant watering tracker where I can add each houseplant, set how often it needs water, and see which plants are due today. Claude will design the layout, write the code, and hand you a working app in under a minute. Your first version will rarely be your last, and that is by design. Artifacts are made for iteration. Just keep talking. Say make the buttons bigger, add a dark mode, or sort plants by urgency. Each request updates the same artifact, and Claude remembers everything you built. A tip that saves real frustration. Request 1 change at a time. If you stack 5 edits into one message, Claude may nail 4 and quietly miss 1. Single, focused requests keep quality high and make it obvious what changed with every version. Made a change you regret. Every edit creates a new version, and you can step backwards through them using the version controls at the bottom of the artifact panel. Nothing is ever lost, so experiment freely. The undo button is your safety net. Now, let us tour what artifacts can actually be, because the range surprises people. There are 7 big categories: documents, web pages, interactive apps, vector graphics, diagrams, games, and data visualizations. We will walk through each one with an example you can steal. Type 1, documents. Ask for a formatted report, a resume, a study guide, or a policy template, and it arrives as a clean markdown artifact you can copy or export. Because it lives in its own panel, you can keep chatting on the left while the document evolves on the right. Type 2, web pages. Claude writes complete HTML pages with styling and interactivity baked in. Landing pages, event invitations, portfolio mockups. Try this. Create a 1-page website for a neighborhood bake sale with a countdown timer and a menu section. Type 3, interactive apps built with React. This is where trackers, calculators, quizzes, and mini-tools live. They hold state, respond to clicks, and feel like real software. Most of the impressive artifact demos you have seen online are React artifacts. Type 4, vector graphics. Claude can draw SVG images, logos, icons, simple illustrations, even birthday cards. Because they are vectors, they scale to any size without getting blurry, and you can ask for color and shape tweaks conversationally. Type 5, diagrams. Ask for a flowchart, an org chart, or a process map, and Claude renders it as a mermaid diagram. Try, draw me a flowchart of a hiring process from application to offer, including a rejection path at each stage. Perfect for presentations. Type 6, games. Yes, really. Snake, memory match, word puzzles, trivia. Ask Claude to build a simple game, and it will make one you can play immediately in the panel. It is a fun party trick, but it is also the fastest way to feel what artifacts can do. Type 7, data visualization. Paste in numbers or upload a CSV file and ask for charts. Claude can build full dashboards with bar charts, line graphs, and summary cards. Your spreadsheet of gym sessions or monthly spending suddenly becomes an interactive report. Let us make this concrete with 3 builds for 3 different lives. First, freelancers. build me an hourly rate calculator that takes my desired yearly income, business costs, and billable hours per week, and tells me the minimum rate I should charge. Second, students and language learners. Make me a Spanish verb flashcard app with flip animations, a shuffle button, and a score counter that tracks how many I got right this session. 30 seconds later, you have a study tool tailored exactly to you. Third, event planners. Create a wedding seating chart tool where I can add guests, drag them between tables, and flag conflicts when two people should not sit together. A tool that would cost real money as software, generated during your coffee break. Now for the feature that changes everything. Publishing. At the bottom of the artifact panel, there is a Publish button. Click it, and Claude generates a public link in seconds. Your artifact is now live on the internet, hosted for free, no servers, no setup. Here is the best part. People opening your link do not need a Claude account. The artifact opens in any browser like a normal web page, fully interactive. Send your rate calculator to a client, your seating chart to your co-planner, your flashcards to a classmate. Viewers who do have a Claude account can go one step further and remix. Remixing copies your published artifact into their own new conversation, where they can modify it however they like. Your bake sale page becomes their book club page in 2 sentences. Artifacts also produce real files. Ask for a Word document, a PowerPoint deck, a spreadsheet, or a PDF, and Claude generates the actual downloadable file. Draft a report in chat, then walk away with a polished docx you can email to your boss. Time for the advanced tier, because artifacts grew up recently. Feature 1, Persistent Memory. Published artifacts on paid plans can now store up to 20 megabytes of data. Your habit tracker actually remembers your habits between visits. That makes artifacts genuine little products. Feature 2, AI inside your artifact. Artifacts can now call Claude itself. That means you can build a quiz that generates fresh questions every time, or a writing coach that critiques whatever gets pasted in. You are building AI-powered apps by chatting. Feature 3, Live Connections. Through MCP integrations, artifacts can pull data from outside services, and live artifacts refresh with current information each time you reopen them. Imagine a project status page that is up to date every single morning without you touching it. Quick note on plans. Creating, publishing, and remixing artifacts works on every tier including free. The advanced trio, persistent storage, AI calls, and live data are paid plan features. But everything we built earlier in this episode costs exactly nothing. 3 pro tips before we wrap. Tip 1, front load your details. Mention the features, the audience, and the vibe in your first message. A prompt like, make it feel calm and minimal with soft colors, shapes the design more than most people expect. Tip 2, ask Claude to critique its own creation. After a build, say, what would a professional designer improve about this? Then apply the suggestions you like. This 2-step loop routinely turns a decent artifact into something you would happily show a client. Tip 3, know the limits. Artifacts run in a sandbox, so on the free tier they cannot browse the web or remember data after you close them, and very large apps can get slow. For anything beyond roughly a screen of complexity, split features across multiple focused artifacts. Let us recap. Artifacts turn Claude from a chat bot into a builder. You learned the 7 content types, how to iterate one change at a time, publishing with a single click, remixing other people's work, and the advanced features, memory, AI calls, and live data. Your homework is 1 prompt. Build the plant tracker, the rate calculator, or anything from today and publish it. If this episode saved you time, subscribe and tap the bell. We publish a new Claude tutorial every single day, and it genuinely helps the channel grow. Tomorrow we go deep on Claude projects, the feature that gives Claude a permanent memory for your work, your documents, and your instructions, so you stop repeating yourself in every chat. It is the single biggest workflow upgrade in Claude. See you tomorrow on Claude Daily.